Okay, Moss. You gonna do a trick? Can you spin? Spin the other way. Spin the other way. Okay. Can you lie down? Roll over. Roll over. Lie down. Lie down. Roll over. You're not rolling over. Come on. Spin it. Spin the other way. Okay. Now. There you go. Now smile. Smile. Come on. Smile. That's good. All right. This is our experiment. Absolutely no idea how this is going to work out, if anybody is going to be here, but we are. So I'm trying this on YouTube rather than on Facebook. There are a lot of things that I like about Facebook. There are a lot of things that I like about YouTube. So we'll see how it goes. And I'm going to play 2 instruments today. So that is a first. And most of these are older songs, except for this first one, which I wrote just a few years ago. It was right after the shooting in Uvalde, Texas, and the Tampa Rays and the New York Yankees were playing a ball game. And usually they use Twitter to talk about the plays of the game, but this time they talked about the ills of gun violence in the United States. And I took their tweets and I put them to music, added a few more words. So, but sad that I feel compelled to sing this. But I think that most of us would agree, no matter on what side of the political fence you are on, that gun violence and the killing of small children in our country is not a good thing. Hi, Carol. Here we go again, sending teddy bears and flowers to families of children who will never grow old. In our land where guns outnumber people, more than 100 are killed each day. Things won't change if things don't change. Things won't change if things don't change. It's a right to bear arms to protect home and country. White men in wigs rode a long time ago, but muskets have evolved since the Second Amendment. Would this be law if those men had known? Things won't change if things don't change. Things won't change if things don't change. Now we're afraid for our sons and daughters. Children are scared their dreams won't come true. We cannot be numb. This can't become our normal. We can't close our ears or look the other way. 'Cause things won't change if things don't change. Things won't change if things don't change. Sending teddy bears and flowers to families of children who will never grow old. That could have been a sing-along. This is another old song, but it's not one that I wrote. I love traditional music, and often, well, on every one of my albums I put some kind of traditional song, and this was on my last album. It is an old English murder ballad called Mattie Grows, and it has many different titles and many different melodies, and this is the melody that I chose. It's the same melody as Shady Grove, which I love. Shady Grove is too much of a, well, anyhow, I won't tell you. But this is a story of pretty violent murder. Sorry. Holiday, a holiday, and the first one of the year. Lord Donald's wife came to the church, the gospel for to hear. And when the meeting it was done, cast her eyes about, and there she saw little Mattie Grove standing in the crowd. Come home with me, little Mattie Groves, come home with me tonight. Come home with me, little Mattie Groves, and stay with me till night. Oh, I can't come home and I won't come home and stay with you tonight. By the rings on your fingers, I can tell you're my master's wife. Oh, if I am Lord Donald's wife, Lord Donald's not at home. He's out in the far cornfields, bringing the yearlings home. And a servant who was standing by and hearing what was said, he swore Lord Donald he would know before the sun would set. And in his hurry to carry the news, he bent his breast and ran. And when he came to the broad mill stream, he took off his shoes and swam. Little Mattie Groves, he lay down and took a little sleep. When he awoke, Lord Donald was standing at his feet, saying, how do you like my feather bed? How do you like my sheets? How do you like my lady who lies in your arms asleep? Oh, well, I like your feather bed, and well, I like your sheets, but better I like your lady gay who lies in my arms asleep. Well, get up, Lord Donald cried, as fast as you can. Never be said in England that I slew a naked man. Oh, I can't get up and I won't get up, can't get up for my life, for you have two long beaten swords and I'm not a pocket knife. Well, it's true, I have two beaten swords and they cost me deep in purse, but you will have the better of them and I will have the worse. And you will strike the very first blow and strike it like a man. I will strike the very next blow and I'll kill you if I can. So Mattie struck the very first blow and he hurt Lord Donald sore. Lord Donald struck the very next blow and Mattie struck no more. And then Lord Donald took his wife and sat her on his knee, saying, who do you like the best of us, Mattie Groves or me? And then up spoke his own dear wife, never heard her spoke so free. I'd rather a kiss from dead Mattie's lips than you were from your finery. Lord Donald, he jumped up and loudly he did bawl. He struck his wife right through the wall and pinned her against the wall. Grave, grave, Lord Donald cried, to put these lovers in. Bury my lady at the top, for she was of noble kin. Oh, me. How brutal can that be? But I guess shows that you should not be unfaithful, huh? This is a song I've not sung in a long time, and it's one about catching one's dream. Many years ago, when I was in college, I was a voice major. They wanted me to be an opera singer, and all I wanted to do really was to take my guitar around the world and sing folk music. And but I fell in love and got married, had a kid, and then, although I spent my life in music, teaching music, I never did go around the world singing my songs. And so that is what I'm doing now, but I'm in the comfort of my own music room. And I know that a lot of you probably are out there chasing your dreams also, things that you've wanted to do all through your working life. You're now pursuing your hobbies and the things that you wanted to do back years ago when you didn't have time for them. So this is called If I Catch My Dream. I was wandering round in circles, so lost and not certain where to go. It took guts to change direction. I'd reached an all-time low. Cast away my inhibitions, closed my eyes and took a leap of faith. Got tired of spiraling downward, broke the cycle, 'cause some things just cannot wait. Now piled up mail goes unanswered, stacked up dishes, undone chores. Things that really used to matter, I just don't have time for anymore. I'm chasing a dream. If I catch my dream, it might come true. There were times when I pushed aside my own ambition, pay the bills, 'cause that's what jobs are for. But why live a life not doing what you love? I won't tread in my old footsteps anymore. I'm chasing a dream. If I catch my dream, it might come true. I realize that I am lucky to have a passion to follow through. Not everyone can find that something that they work hard at and love it too. Hope you don't wander around in circles. Let your footsteps sail through open doors. Keep going forwards, no steps backwards. Chase your dreams, forget the chores. Follow your dream. If you catch your dream, it might come true. I'm chasing a dream. When I catch my dream, it will come true. Oh, Carol, you like the banjo, huh? I do too. The more I play it, the more I love it. Wish I had all day to do nothing but play music. Wouldn't that be nice? So, this is a song that I play every now and then. It was one that my sister gave the title to. It's just a noodle, really. It has no words, so it's just an instrumental. And I was visiting my sister, who was living right outside of Asheville at the time, and I was just playing this noodle, and she was listening, and she says, "That sounds like Sprites in the forest." I thought, Sprites, soft drinks out in the woods? And she said, "No, Sprites are these little magical creatures that are they just sparkly little things." And so that's why I call it Sprites in the Forest. And every time I move the capo around, the tuning of the strings or the intonation of the strings changes. And if you have near perfect pitch like I do, then it gets a little crazy. can't stand listening to myself. So here's Sprites in the Forest. Do sound sort of like sprites, don't they? So when I announced that I was going to do this on YouTube, I also announced that I wanted to do a Bill Stain song called Critters in the Choir, which is just a fun song about all God's critters making their voices be heard and singing in the choir. It's a darling little song. But I got to thinking, YouTube is a little different from Facebook, and I did a quick search. I need to delve into it a little more deeply about singing cover songs on YouTube. They might not take too kindly to that, and I know that they have scouts out there who might see that I was singing a cover song, and they might take the video down, so or cite me out for it. So I need to do a little more research before I sing any cover songs on a YouTube live stream. I have used some songs before on some YouTube videos, and got away with it because I'm not making any money off my YouTubes. Anyhow, this since I'm not going to sing the Bill Stain song "All God's Critters Got a Place in the Choir," I thought I would sing another song of my own called "Rainbow Bridge Song," which is about a place where our pets go when they die, and once they get to Rainbow Bridge, they are young again, and they're out there playing and with other pets, and they're pain-free, they're worry-free, but then all of a sudden they sense that we are out there looking for them, and once we pass on, we go to Rainbow Bridge perhaps and look for our pets, and we find each other, we slather each other with wet slobbery kisses, and then go off to wherever the animal kingdom spends the eternity. So this is a song that I wrote for my dogs. I've lost 5 dogs that we've had, but it also is for your dogs and your kitty cats and your pet gerbils and snakes, chickens, whatever you might have. It's called Rainbow Bridge Song. I've been traveling down this road for quite a while. seen a few good things that make me smile. The sweetness of a puppy's breath, baby taking its first steps, and spring. A peaceful snow that will not stop, sunset from a mountaintop, or things that make me stop and think of days with you. They cheer me up when I'm feeling blue. The years were full, I won't forget. Very first times when we met, I do. Remember all the funny things you did. You were young and just a kid back then. So I forgave the things you did, 'cause you were young and just a kid back then. One day you left and I was all alone. The same old house didn't feel like home. I miss you. I want to see you again. To think of you gives my heart a lift. I hope that Rainbow Bridge is not a myth. I'll journey there beyond the stars and seek you out wherever you are, and then we'll be reunited then. I'm not too sure exactly when. Till then, I'll travel on down the road a while and think of you because you make me smile. Hey Judy, I'm glad you made it. Thank you. Thanks for being here. So I'm going to do one more song for you, and it's sort of about animals too. I think animals have somewhat figured this out, that the most important things in life are not how much money we have or how much gold we have, how many yachts we have or airplanes we own, but just survival and the enjoyment of the beauty around us. This is called An Eagle's View, and thank you so much for joining me here on YouTube today, and might give it a try again next week. Clouds on the horizon glow red from the rising sun. I'm an eagle, my wingspan is 6 feet across. I fly along the lake shore to my mate with my nearby nest in a giant oak covered in age-old moss. We're surrounded by mountains and streams adorned with rocks smooth with age. Nearby's a lookout town, abandoned over time. It was built years ago, long before we were born, to spot the fires, danger in the pines. There's a hiker in the tower in the wild for a short time. I think they both are out of place. They witness us raising our families, nest heavier each year. Each summer we see them net in the same space. He walks through the hills with no destination. It appears he's unaware of his limitations. We circle east to west, from sunrise to sunset. We're driven by something they can't understand. In the final moments of twilight, we fly back to our nest. Long shadows are cast in the red glow of the day's close. I wonder, is it meant to be for man to not know where he belongs? Unlike eagles, unlike eagles, unlike eagles, we know. There we go. An eagle's view. Perhaps should be our view too. Thank you so much for being with me today. I think I'll be here next week. I will let you know. Yeah, and you can always check my YouTube channel. Go to, I think, maybe the live streams section if there is one. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it out there somehow. Okay. You all have a